How much of what you call impossible is just you being scared? No, really. How much of I'm just being realistic is just fear in a cute little outfit? What if the biggest obstacle between you and your dream life isn't money? It isn't timing. It isn't even the world. It's you. Not the healed you, the scared ass version of you. Yeah. And the wildest part is you're not just limiting yourself, you're limiting how you see everyone around you. And that's really my issue. And that's really what I want to touch base on today. So welcome to Vibes and Affirmations, but there's a thin line between crashing out and keeping it all together. I'm your host G, your favorite reason and sometimes chaos. And today we're talking about the limits that you swear are real, but only exist in your head. Let's get into it. But first, let's set the tone with today's affirmation. Are you ready? I release the limits I inherited, created, or believed by mistake. Yes, say it with me. I release the limits I have inherited, created, or believed by mistake. All right, all right, all right, all right. Because this might punch you in the chest a little, because it definitely did me. What if the biggest thing holding you back is not the world, but what you believe about the world? Perspective is everything. And we project like crazy. We react to life based on what we think is possible for us. And let me just ask you something. Name one thing you think you can do. Think about it. Okay, and now who told you that you couldn't do that? Did you decide that or did life decide that for you? Let me tell you why this episode came up. I was talking to a family member about my podcast, just casually sharing updates, talking about my progress, and they hit me with the, "You're wasting your time. Ain't even popping on Instagram." And I'm not gonna lie, it got to me. I'm only a human sometimes. It got to me. But not because they were right, but because for a split second, I believed them. I started shrinking myself. I started doubting something I know I'm building. And the crazy part, they weren't even looking at the full picture. They weren't looking at my YouTube stats, my YouTube growth, the engagement, the consistency, the long-term strategy. Nothing. And that's when it clicked for me. Like, people who have never had to be vulnerable a day in their life, especially on the internet, people who have never risked being judged or being ridiculed, people who have never publicly put their voice out there, faith or truth out there, they cannot genuinely understand what it takes. So instead of saying, "I never done that," they say, "Be realistic." Instead of saying, "I'm scared of that," they say, "It won't work." Instead of saying, "I don't have the courage to try that," they say, "You're wasting your time." And I had to snap out of that and remind myself, why am I letting someone who's never done anything tell me what I'm willing to do or what's possible for me? That's the better question. What's possible for me? And that moment showed me exactly how easy it is to absorb someone else's fear. That's exactly why we're having this conversation today. Now, listen, this is the part you're not gonna want to admit. You're not just holding you back, you're projecting your fear onto other people. And I don't think people realize that enough. You ever told someone that their idea wasn't realistic? That wasn't wisdom. That's called projection. Y'all be projecting. You think they can't do it? Nah, you just can't imagine yourself doing it. You think someone else is too old? That's because you feel behind. You think someone's too young? Because you didn't start early. You think someone's too confident? Because you shrink yourself at any chance that you get. And some of y'all even believe that people can't change, but it's because you haven't changed in years. You ever see someone chasing a dream and think, I don't know about that. That wasn't about them. That was you. You'll call someone delusional, but what you really mean is, I stopped dreaming a long time ago. You ever say to someone, "You're doing too much," but what you really mean is, "I'm not brave enough to take up that much space." Let's talk about the invisible box that you're living in. It's built from fear, embarrassment, childhood messaging, past failures, people who doubted you. And now you call that box being realistic. But the truth is, most of your limits aren't real. They're inherited. Think about it. When you say, "I'm not the type of person to do that," who told you that? And why did you believe them? The way you see other people is literally a mirror for how you see yourself. When you call someone lucky, you're admitting you don't believe that you can create these opportunities. When you say someone dreams a little too big, you're saying your self image is too small. When you say someone's too confident, you're admitting you're uncomfortable taking up space. Projection is wild because we swear we're describing them, but really we're confessing to ourselves. These limits didn't start with you. They came from family, culture, childhood, failures, comparison, survival mode. Let's talk about breaking this cycle. I want you to catch yourself mid-thought. That's step one. Catch yourself mid-thought. Step two, question the source. Always question everything and flip the belief. That's step three. Step four, small wins create new identity. You don't need a miracle. You just need evidence. Evidence that you could do it. Evidence that is possible and is obtainable. And you can. One small win can destroy a lifetime of limits. So allow yourself to do that. I want you to sit with this for a moment. Where have I underestimated myself? Who have I underestimated because of my fear? What limit am I ready to challenge today? I have a challenge for you this week. I just want you to do one thing that scares you, that makes you just a tad bit uncomfortable. It doesn't have to be big, it just has to be new. Because when you break your limits, you free the people around you too. This has been another episode of Vibes and Affirmations. If this hit good, it's supposed to. I would love for you to go comment the one limit that you're challenging. Like, share, subscribe, and stop playing with me. Nah, but for real, y'all, stay solid. Don't ever stop dreaming for no hand ass motherfuckers. And keep vibing.